Welcome back to another Film Geek movie review, and welcome to 2024. This is my first new movie review of the year, Reliance. It's a thriller comedy that tells the story of a man who's just walking down the street one day, and Andy Samberg, actor-comedian, the real Andy Samberg, playing himself, pulls up and offers the guy, you know, an adventure. Just get into the vehicle, get into my limo, let's go for a ride. Now, I'm not sure if Andy Samberg, gets him to this reality show, but anyway, somehow the Andy Samberg connection goes to a reality show, and then the guy gets put on this reality show where he is going to be hunted down by professional assassins. But there's a catch. He cannot be harmed if he is with someone. He has to be completely alone in order for these assassins to kill him. This movie looks hysterical, to be perfectly honest. It's kind of an action thriller comedy, and I love stuff like that. It also has that not quite, you know, normal humor to it, where it seems like kind of like a reality, but it's very off the wall just slightly. I love stuff like that. And this movie looks like it's going to be right up my alley. Also, it is written, directed, and starring Jake Johnson. So I always really find it interesting when someone believes in a project so much that they put so much effort into it. And so I'm looking forward to checking this out. Now, the film is in theaters right now as of this time, January 3rd of the filming of this, but it's only going to be a limited release, and then it's going to be on Hulu later this month. I'm not sure of the dates, just keep your eyes open. Alright, so anyways, it's enough of me yammering. I gotta get out the door because it's time for me to get to the day job, and then I'm off to check out Reliance. Welcome back. Just getting home, and guys, this movie was really funny, and I mean not just me finding it funny, because I know I can be a little easygoing. I laugh at a lot of things. I guess I have a very easy sense of humor, but I started listening to the audience now to understand if maybe it's just me being easygoing, and no, not this time. The entire audience was dying laughing throughout this entire movie. So let's get this started, shall we? I really don't have any negatives. I don't have anything bad to say about this movie, except that comedy is subjective, and so what I find extremely funny and others you might not. And this movie is, again, like I was saying in the intro, it's that off-keter kind of comedy where it's just not quite reality, but then again, it's not quite surrealistic. It just seems like it's a very quirky, whimsical kind of comedy. And if that's not something you're into, and also too, I'd like to throw in some real kind of awkward, weird situation kind of comedy. If that's something you don't like, you're probably not going to find this movie as funny as I did. So that being said, not really a negative, just something to let you know, be prepared for. Okay, so positives, I guess. Anyways, the performances. This is where the movie absolutely shines. The cast in this is great. There are some really fun surprise cameos, and just the core cast itself is outstanding. Jake Johnson himself is great. I loved him in this. This is probably my favorite thing I've seen him in. Okay, I don't really know a lot of the stuff that he's been involved in, but so far, this is definitely my favorite thing that I've seen him do to date. He was great, and the chemistry that he had with Anna Kendrick was outstanding. And Anna Kendrick was great. Her comedic timing is on point. She's so good in comedies. It's so good to see her back in something funny. The last movie I saw her in was Go Ask Alice, I believe is what it called. And it was a very heavy drama, and I'm not getting into it, but a very heavy drama. So seeing her back in comedy again was just a breath of fresh air, because I like her. She's really funny. I've enjoyed the Pitch Perfect series, and she brings that same charisma to this role, and I loved it. The cast is great. There's a lot of actors in this that are familiar faces, and everyone, as I keep saying, does an outstanding job in this movie. It is so well acted, it's outstanding. The movie is very well directed. The pacing is beautiful. The movie's only about an hour and a half long, and it just keeps rolling throughout the entire hour and a half. It crams a lot of stuff into this in just a short amount of time. It's like all of a sudden you're like, oh, dang, we're there. We're near the end of this. What? How did we get here? No, keep going. I want more. And I love that when a film is short and sweet, but then you're like, no, why can't this be one of those 2 hour and a half long things? No, but no, the pacing's great. Very short, very sweet, to the point, easy, great kind of watch. You can devour this film, just sit down one afternoon and just enjoy it from beginning to end. And it's coming to Hulu, guys. It's going to be on Hulu January 12th. I do not know how long it's going to be in theaters. I don't know if this was a one-night affair or if it's just going to be a week or whatever. I know sometimes with these streaming movies that end up in theaters, they last like maybe a week or two. This, I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. I think here in KC it was a one-night affair, but again, I'm not 100% sure on that. But this is a solid film. If it is something you can't get to in theaters, remember, January 12th, it's on Hulu. If you're a Hulu subscriber, definitely check this one out. Like I said, short, sweet, to the point, fun watch from beginning to end. Alright guys, well thanks again for checking out The Film Geek. If you liked what you saw here today, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and give me the old thumbs up so I know you like what you're seeing. And if there's one more thing you can do, folks, that is keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna.